Afternoon, everyone. Happy Veterans Day. I feel like someone's crawling in my car. I want to be falling all out in the car online. Come on in. I promise I will not be here with you long. And this time I'm not because I got things to do. I'm out handling some business. Okay. So, I was thinking just a few minutes ago. And I said, let me come share this share this with my family right quick. When you embark on your healing journey, right? When you start your healing journey, when you start working on yourself, when you start pouring into yourself, when you start really focusing and doing all the things that you should have been started, you should have been doing, when you really start focusing on those things and you really start doing the work, right? And people start seeing your results, you are going to trigger, right? You are going to trigger a lot of people, right? You are going to trigger a lot of your family members. You're going to trigger your so-called friends. You're going to trigger those people who are close to you or who knew you, right? You are going to trigger them, right? That's why the energy is going to shift. That's why people are going to start pulling away from you. That's why people are going to start acting funny with you. Now, this is the weird part right here, right? You knew, right? You knew these people already didn't care for you. You knew that these people was very surface with you. You knew that they didn't too much like you. They didn't, they really didn't mess with you like that, right? You knew that. But you're really going to see that they really don't like you like that, because now you have started, or you are doing the work on yourself, and you are healing yourself. You are doing the hard work. You are doing the uprooting and pulling up. You're really doing the work. It's going to cause people around you to look at themselves. It's going to cause people around you who knew you when, or who knew of you. It's going to trigger them to look at themselves when they see that you have and you are doing the work on yourself, that you are a different person, that you light up different. It's going to trigger people, and you have to be okay with that. The number one thing I've noticed with people, when they really want to become a better person, when they really, hey Mama Tia, when they really want to become a better person, when they really want to think different and do things different, and they know they should, because there is this calling that is deep down in them to change and to do something different, the number one thing that they're going to do is be afraid. They're going to be afraid to lose people. They're going to be afraid of, feeling like they're leaving their family members behind, their friends behind. Because what I've noticed with people love you in your broken state because they benefit from you. People love you they benefit when you don't have any boundaries. They benefit when you are talking crazy, acting crazy, doing foolish things. They benefit from that because you become the discussion, the topic of the conversation, right? They love to conversate about the foolishness you're doing. You living at that low state makes them feel good about themselves. You living in that low state, that low vibrational state, makes them feel good about themselves. They get to look down on you, which no one should look down on anyone. So you are afraid to become the person who you know God is calling you to be, because you are afraid that they are going to say, you think you better than us because you doing the work on yourself. And you never had that type of thinking. That's not even in your mindset. That's not even in your character. You're afraid to step into the fullness of who God made you to be. You're afraid to step into that because you don't want anyone talking about you. And you know God is calling you higher. You know you're supposed to be vibrating on or living on a higher level. You think on a higher level already. You think on a higher level. You believe on a higher level. But you are still surrounded by people. And it's not to say that you think you better, right? You don't think you better. You know that God is calling you to do better. You know you're supposed to be doing better. And for so long, so many of you, right? Many of you, you know, and it's very hard. I'm not going to lie. It is hard when you have not healed. But once you heal completely and you know who you are, you're not going to be concerned about losing people. You're not going to be concerned because you're going to know when you heal, people who are for you will be on the journey with you. And people who are not for you, they are going to fall off the journey. And it's nothing personal. But you know now that everybody can't go with you. You're talking to somebody who had the hardest time letting folks go. I wanted everybody to like me. I wanted to be in good graces with everyone. Even at the cost of my happiness and the cost of my, you know, sometimes my self-esteem. I was such a people pleaser because I was so unhealed, and I did not heal that spirit of rejection and abandonment that was on me. But now I'm in a healed place. I understand that now it's not really rejection. I understand it's protection, and I understand now it's being set apart. It's being set apart, and is in its protection. And it's the same thing, but now I got a different perspective, because the people who I wanted in my life and in my corner, them people didn't like me. Them people didn't like me as far as I could see them. But that spirit on them recognized the brokenness in me, and they knew that spirit knew that I'll still, allow them to tolerate me. That spirit knew that I would allow them to tolerate me, knowing these folks didn't like me. This is a mixture of family, friends, co-workers, all of that. It's a mixture. But once you heal and you understand who you are, you won't even care if a person like you or not. You will understand that that's not your business. How they feel about me is not my business. As long as I, treat people well, as long as I'm kind, I'm not here to people please. I used to tell people, I used to be very nice. Very nice. I used to be a nice person. And I'm going to tell you, I'm still kind, but I'm no longer nice. To me, nice means that you're very agreeable. You agree and go along to get along. I don't do that no more. I'm not nice anymore. I'm kind. I'm very kind. I'm a fun person. Very outgoing. Very loving. Okay? Very loving. I'm silly. I love to have fun. But when it's time for business, it's time for business. right? It's time for business. I'm super silly. My kids will tell you I'm super silly. But I no longer have time for people to be tolerating me. I know my value. I know what I bring to the table and people's friendships, whatever type of ship. I know I'm gonna bring 100%. Nobody don't have to tell me to bring 100%. I'm gonna give 100%. So when you heal and you know what you have to offer, people, you won't be around here like thirsty for friendships, hard up for relationships, hard up for family ships. Okay, hard up for being included and being around family who you know don't like you. You won't be so hard up for that because your peace will become your priority. Your peace will become your priority. And you will understand that peace is priceless. That peace is priceless. It cannot be bought. And you won't be so worried, you won't be so worried about not being included, about about what's going on, about not knowing what's going on. You won't be so worried because you already know the only thing going on that you don't know about is foolishness. There's nothing new that's going on that's going to benefit you. You know, if you hear any little thing going on that you think you don't know or you think you're missing out on, you get a whiff of it and you'll realize it's only foolishness. Still foolishness going on. Still backbiting. Still, drama. Oh, wow, Mama Tia. Soon as you realize you ain't missing out on nothing but things that is going to keep you stagnant and keep you for not focusing on your purpose. Once you heal, you're going to realize you don't have the time you think you have. Once you heal, you realize all your time is precious. You don't have time to be, gossiping. You don't have time to be, worried about somebody else's issues that they don't want to resolve. You're going to see that your purpose and your goals and what you're trying to accomplish in life is going to take up all of your time. You don't have the time to do and waste time on doing things that's meaningless. No purpose. But when you start healing, it's going to trigger a lot of people. It's going to trigger those around you because people benefit from you when you are broken, when you're unhealed, when you don't have any boundaries, when you don't know who you are, when you give. When you say yes, and you never say no. People don't see and consider you. They don't consider that you are going out of your way above and beyond. They don't consider that. They don't think about that. People are so selfish, and you're wondering and sitting there trying to think, not that you're doing it to get something back, but you're sitting there thinking, when is it going to be my turn? When are they going to say yes? When are they going to go out of their way for me? When are they going to see that I've given myself till I don't have anything to give? Never. I'll answer that for you. Never. As long as you don't have any boundaries. Never. As long as you don't have any boundaries. This is why you have to heal. This is why healing is important. Because you'll realize these things. You'll realize that people are really not for you. They don't like you. They jealous. They want to keep in contact with you to see what you got going on. They laugh and they bask in, you know, problems and issues you have. When they know that you're going through things, they get happy. They get happy about that. You going through a separation, a divorce, or, you know, your kids acting up. Anything you got going on that's a challenge to you. Okay, that is part of life. You know, you just handle it as you go. Folks are happy. That gives them content. Not content that's going to be paid, just meaningless content for them to just gossip and talk about you. But when you heal and you know who you are and you start setting boundaries, oh, people are not going to like that. You ever notice you don't get any opposition? You don't have no opposition from nobody when you're doing the worst. When you're acting a fool, when you're talking a fool, when you're looking like a fool, nobody opposes you. Nobody have a problem with that. Nobody don't have a problem with you always talking and whining and crying about stuff. Nobody has any opposition to that. Exactly. Nobody have opposition. But as soon as you start healing, you start setting boundaries. You say no. Or they want to say, oh, she acting funny now. No, it's not. I'm acting funny. I have boundaries. And they'll make you feel bad because you have boundaries. Because you have boundaries. When you get them boundaries, and when you start saying, you know what, I'm not going to be doing what they want me to do. I'm not going to be quiet about this. If I don't like something, I'm gonna tell them. When you start speaking up, and you don't have to do it in no type of way. You can do it just as kind and professional and cordial and loving. That has nothing to do with it. It's just the fact that you started speaking up, and people can't do what they want to do in your life. Because, you know, for some reason, that'll be another video. When people can't control you, all HE double hockey stick break loose. When they can't control you, right? When they can't control you, all HE double hockey stick. When you don't do what they say, when you don't bend, when you don't bow down, when you don't agree. I don't know why people feel the need to want to control others. Let people live their life. Yes, Mama Tia, you become the villain. But you wasn't a villain when they was stepping all over you like a doormat. You wasn't a villain then. Exactly. And you know what? Repent now. Let me tell you something, girl. I don't know if you're a girl or a guy. I think you're a girl. I don't know. But let me tell you. I'm going to tell you this. Because, see, we got to see the blessing in this right here. Sometimes God will throw you down, or he'll make you fall. God will take you down so low to where you don't have nothing, just to get rid of the people who's not really for you. And he'll take you and raise you back up like you were never down. He'll take you and he'll give you everything new, because he know people are not with you genuinely. He know these people's hearts are not with you. So he'll snatch up everything, the house, the car, the dog, even the little birds. He'll get rid of the birds. Take everything from you and watch people scatter, and then he'll give it back to you. He'll give it back to you tenfold, 100-fold. And now all the little roaches don't scatter. They don't scatter because they were just seeping, eating off your goodness, eating off the crumbs, eating off your favor. And now all the roaches don't scatter. And now he bringing it back. He bringing you back, because these people were not with you. They were not genuinely with you. they're not with you. You got to lose things to really see who with you. People sometimes are with you because you have the things that you have, because you have the house, because you have the car, you have the good job. People are with you for their benefit. And as soon as they seem like you ain't got nothing, they want to go to acting like they don't need you. Some people leave, some people go out there, get them another wife or girlfriend or boyfriend or husband. Leave you because they think you don't have anything. And stay gone now. Now let them stay gone. Because within a year or 2 years, everything will be built back up on a stronger foundation, a more genuine foundation, and it's going to last. It's going to last and be sustained because it's built on good ground. Because sometimes y'all building with folks you shouldn't be building with. That's why y'all lose stuff. Yeah, not y'all, we. You're building with people who are not even building with you. They're poking holes in the bottom of the boat, and you think you building something up. They in the back of the boat poking holes in it. That's why that stuff that's why it won't last. That's why it's not lasting. Exactly. Things going up, you think you're doing good, and then God say, "No, let me shake this up right quick." And that's what some people do. Some people use you as a stepping stone to get to where they are, get to where they want to be, not knowing you the reason that they got to where they are. How crazy is that? They using you to get to where they are and not thinking, if I'm using this person and if I get rid of this person, the favor gonna go with them too. You the one got the favor. You the one got the anointing. They blessed because you blessed. And they thinking they got the sauce. They thinking they got the juice. What this language is the kids using? Y'all put some of them terms in there. They think that they got the what the little terms is these kids using. Look, they think they got the favor, the sauce, the favor, the what else? What the term? Some of these terms these kids use. Maybe I ask this young man right here, what these terms y'all using? They think they doing it. Exactly, Keisha, because when you got the North child, you can get whatever. The favor gonna follow you. That's what I'm saying. The favor gonna follow you. I don't care. You can be like, what's his name? Joseph. The favor gonna follow you in the pit, in the palace, wherever you go. The anointing gonna be right there with you. Keep your stuff, okay? Everything you gave, you can get it back. I'll start over. Me and God will start over. Take the house, the car, the dog, the cat, the rat, the rug, anything, get it all. Get it all. Because the power within me, okay, the power that God gave me, the ability and the knowledge and the wisdom, the wisdom, I can get it back. Like they say, you could take all the money from the rich people and give it to all the poor people in the world. The rich people are going to get it back. You know why they're going to get it back? They got the mindset. They got the mindset to sustain it. Just like the anointing. When you're anointed, guess what? You can take whatever you want. I'm still going to be anointed. The clothes didn't anoint me. The house didn't anoint me. The car didn't anoint me. Okay? The stuff don't anoint people. That's why people who got the stuff mad at the people who don't have the stuff. They hate and jealous of the people who don't have it. You got the house, the car, the dog, the husband, and you still mad at the person over there living their life and happy and joyous. Because see, what you want, money can't buy. What they want, money can't buy it. Money can't buy it. This thing got to be lived out. It got to be lived out. Money can't buy that. Money can't buy what's in a person. Money can't buy that. Can't buy it at all. Now it's a blessing to have both. You anointed and you got the materials, the stuff. You anointed and got the material stuff. But that's what I wanted to come share with you. I said I wasn't going to be here long. I planned to do a 10-minute video. That never happens. Okay? Never happens. Look, it never happens. Never. So I just wanted to come share that message with you all. You are welcome. Just remember that your healing is going to trigger people, and you got to be okay with that. You know, we got to learn to ask God to deliver us and heal us from people pleasing and being so concerned with what people are going to think and what they're thinking about us and what they're going to say. I had a hard time with that. I'm not going to come on here and sit and lie. I had a hard time because of my childhood traumas. I never felt like I was ugly. I never felt like I was, you know, I never had, you know, what they call self-esteem issues. I guess that probably is a self-esteem issue when you want to please everybody, you know, but I never felt like I was ugly. I didn't have that issue. I just always wanted people to be pleased with me. So I hid who I really was. I didn't say what I really wanted to say. I didn't do what I really wanted to do. But now I do. I don't give a care if a person don't like whatever it is, long as it's well with my spirit. Long as I'm not doing things to make somebody else's life miserable. Right? Long as I'm not doing something to rain on somebody else's parade to make me feel good. I do what it is I want to do. How I want to do it, when I want to do it. And if I don't want to do it, I don't do it. My no is no and my yes is yes. Let your yay be yay and your nay be nay. There is no, oh, I'll see. Let me think about it. No, there's no in between. No in between. Yes, repent now. I will. I'll keep you in my prayers. I say a prayer for you when I say my prayers. I get up and do my morning devotion. But yep, there's no in between no more. It's like either you like me or you don't. And if you don't, that ain't my concern. And if you do, it ain't my concern. Long as I know I'm kind, I'm being kind and respectful, you know, whatever your personal issue is, that's you. You got to deal with that. And it's another thing. When you are very sensitive in your spirit, you carry a lot of people's burdens. It's not that you want to. You can feel people's burdens. You can burden with people. Right? You can you can feel it, and you got to learn to manage that. You can't carry everybody's burdens. You can't do that. I used to be notorious for that. I don't do it anymore. I had to heal. This is why it's so hard for a lot of people who are sensitive in the spirit. It's hard for you to have good friendships, good relationships. It's hard for you to have good relationships and friendships because you know people by their spirit. Not by what they're saying, not by what they're doing. You know them by their spirit. You can read straight through them. You know them. That's why you walk up to some people, you're like, that person don't like me. Hey, Keisha, how you doing, fam? You be like, that person don't like me. I know she don't like me. I know he don't like me. You know, you can feel how people, their inner thoughts, you can feel that. You can feel it. Don't ask me how. You just know. Oh, let me see. I did. Hold on, Mama Tia. I surely did. I didn't get a chance to read it, though, but I did screenshot it. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Email address, Mama Tia. at responsibility@gmail. Email address, Mama Tia at responsibility@gmail.com. Yeah, send me an email. But I know I got the screenshot. I don't want the video to go off. But yep. But yeah, you can feel that. That's why people be wondering, thinking you're acting funny. No, I'm not acting funny. I can feel your spirit. I can feel how you feel. I can feel like if you got too much going on, I can't get caught up in that. Because when you sensitive, you pick up people's feelings, you carry their burdens. Not that you do it intentionally, but you have to, I know for me, I have to have boundaries. I have to set boundaries. Because people like pouring out to me, saying different things, I almost feel like I'm obligated to do something. And that's not how, you can't operate like that all the time. You can't operate, you got to manage that. Unless God is pressing you, you got to manage that, or that will drive you crazy. It'll drive you insane if you don't understand yourself. That's why healing is important. You got to get by yourself. Let God heal you and show you who you are. Let him show you who you are. You can do that in a quiet time. You're not this surface stuff. You're not your degrees and your house and your education and, all these certificates and all. You're not all of that. You're not just that. We don't allow the world to reduce us to a piece of paper. We allow the world to reduce us to just education. No, we're bigger than that. We are bigger than that. I know I am. You're not limited to what the world says you're limited to. Oh, you're limited to a career. And, got people so prideful thinking that just because they got a career, they are above someone and just broken and just as cuckoo as all outside. Your degree don't heal you. Your education don't heal you. Only God could heal you. Most of the education people have in the world is a cover-up. Most of it is a cover-up. You got to know who you are in God, not lead with your degrees and your education. The world just made us like, they don't reduce us down to a piece of paper that is most of us still paying back student loans. They tricked and fooled us to pay for a piece of paper you can print out on a printer. That you can print out on a printer. And I'm not downplaying education. It's just the way we see it. Because you should be happy to have accomplished something, or broke a curse, or been the first to do it in your family. But I know I'm bigger than that. I'm bigger than my career, my education. I'm more than that, because if that stuff is taken away, what do I have? Who are you? Who are you outside of your education? Who are you outside of what you do? I don't even like having conversations with people. The first thing they talk about is their career and what they do and their education. That's all surface stuff. When do you know? I would say when you stop seeing it repeated in the family, or even when you don't do something that you see was repeated in the family. You understand? Like, if you saw something or something going on in the family and you don't do it, it stopped with you. It stopped with you. That's what I would say. Yeah, that's what I would say. So let me go. It's supposed to be a 10-minute live, but it's more than 10 minutes. But email me, Mama Tia, responsibility@gmail.com. I do have that screenshot because I know what I made sure. I just have to find it amongst all my pictures. I went to an event last night and took plenty of pictures. So I just got to shuffle through that. But you all be blessed. Let me finish handling some business. So you all be blessed. Me too, James Gordon. That's okay. It's okay to be the black sheep. Excuse me. It's okay. I feel like I'm one too, so I think I've been one. I'm okay with it now. Now that I'm healed, I'm okay. It wasn't that they were rejecting me. I was just being set apart. And hey, that's part of what it is. Part of what it is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't change people how they see you. You just got to know who you are. Once you realize God was separating you, you could receive that label. You know, you could receive that label, you know, wholeheartedly. Right? And you just was being set apart. It was separating you. And it's okay to be set apart. I'm glad I was set apart. It used to hurt because the enemy was trying to make me feel a certain way, but I'm glad I was set apart. I'm free. I'm free to say and do and think what I want to think. I don't have to think like everybody else. I don't have to speak like everybody else. I don't have to go along with everybody else. I don't have to people please. I don't have to do things that I don't want to because everyone else is doing it. There is freedom in being a black sheep. You can be free. If you see it as freedom, you can be free. You don't have to conform. You don't group think. You don't have to people please. You can be free as saying and doing what it is you want to do. You can speak the truth and you can sleep well. Yes, freedom and peace. Exactly, D. I forgot that. Peace. You got peace, like you can see it over your face. All your acne will be gone. Like we have to learn to really bask and be okay with being set apart. I had to learn that. Once I accepted that, once I accepted that mantle of being set apart, once I said, you know what, Monique, girl, you've been going through this for years. Either you're going to come to terms or either you're going to still be trying to run behind people, trying to get them to see that you're a good person, trying to get them, you know, trying to get them to see you this, you that, you're not like this. Forget them folks. Like my coach say, forget them folks. Like my coach Latoya Kill say, you got to forget them folks and move on. That was the best decision I made in my life. The best decision is to forget them folks, put my head down, work in my purpose, and do what God called me to do. Birth what God put in me to birth. Stay focused on what God having me to focus on. You don't have all them distractions. When you set apart, you don't have all them distractions. You don't have all that foolishness coming through your phone. Your phone be dry. Your phone be dry. You don't have people calling you, gossiping, monitoring you. They ain't calling to check on you. They calling to get info, calling to get intel, detail, monitor. They monitoring you. Be happy for that. I know I am. Boy, I used to feel so bad. You know, I'm not being included and invited, this, that, and what did I did? No, who you are. That's what's going on. It's who you are, girl. Get yourself together. Exactly, D. They calling, spying on you. Happy you're going through stuff. I had a few people, God opened my eyes, a few family members, I was going through something. And God showed me, the Spirit showed me that these people, like a certain group of people who was in my life that I was close to, showed me these people happy you going through this. They rejoicing in their spirit. I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to believe that. That's one thing I did not want to believe. They rejoicing in their spirit. They happy you going through this. He had to hit me side the head a few times. I didn't want to believe. I shot it down. He showed me another vision. Boop. I shot it down. Showed me another vision. He was like, fool. He was like, daughter, my foolish daughter. When are you going to open your eyes and see? I didn't want to believe it. You know, we don't want to believe the truth. I'm going to tell you how it is. We don't want to believe the truth. We want to deny the truth because we put titles on people and we hold them to high regards. And these people be straight up envious of you. They be straight up hating on you, jealous, speaking ill over you, wanting you to fall, wanting your children to fall, don't want you to be successful. I never seen anything like it. Never seen anything like it. But I was in denial. I was in denial. He kept showing me and showing me and showing me. And I said, you know, I got to wake up. You got to get you some sense, girl. Get you some sense. Get you some sense. People don't love you like you love them. They don't love you like you love them. You love them. Half of them people you would have sacrificed. You would have gave your life up for some of them people. And you loving on them, and you're look, stop what you doing immediately and go see about them. Not no more. Not no more. Nope. You love them in a way they don't even love you. And I'm not saying that you have to stop loving them. I'm not saying that. I ain't saying that because that's not the heart of God. But what I am saying is you reprioritize people in your life. Don't put them so far up there and they don't have you far up there. They have you last. You got them on the top of your list. You on the bottom of their list. You got them on the top of your list and they are on the bottom of their list. You are on the bottom of their list. And see, when we wake up and learn the truth, we'll have a peaceful life. We'll know where people are. I'd rather for you to show me who you are up front. Say what you're gonna say, whatever. If you jealous, be that. If you hateful, be that. If you angry, be that. But don't be sneaking, being deceitful, scheming. But once you learn that and break free, you'll be okay. You will be okay. I know for me, when I learned that, I'm like, you know what? It's the hardest thing to do. Is to face the truth. Look, the hardest thing to do is to face the truth. You don't want to face the truth. The truth is ugly, okay? The ugly truth. I see, if that's not what it means, I think that's what it means when they say that's the ugly truth. You remember how people say that's the ugly truth? The truth, but it's ugly. Like, you don't want to believe it. I didn't want to believe half of the stuff God was showing me. I'm like, Lord, is this you? Am I being deceived? And then he had to keep showing me, like, Spirit, keep showing me stuff. And I'm like, girl, you got to stop being foolish, girl. Stop being weak. I had to start talking to myself like this. Like, stop being weak, Monique. You're being weak. You're being, you know, God's showing you stuff for a reason. Pay attention. Pay attention. And once I open my eyes, I'm like, you know what? It is the truth. It's the truth, Monique. Accept the truth, honey. Accept the truth. Go ahead and live your life. Accept the truth for what it is and move on. And that's what I had to do. Move on. And I've been at peace since. When you come to terms with the truth, you can be at peace. A peace comes over you. You can sleep good. You could focus. I mean, it's so much you can do. There is so much you can do when you get your peace back. When you let go of people and things and worries, there's so much peace. Even if you're not where you want to be financially. There is peace. So I said I was going to go. See, I get on this thing, I said 10 minutes. And I don't sat here almost 40 minutes, 50 minutes. So I'm gonna let you all go for real this time. So you all be blessed. I hope this message encouraged someone. I know it encouraged me. Okay, I go back and listen to my own messages. Because I be like, girl, did you say that? Where did you get that from? I be shocking myself sometimes about, regarding the things that I'm saying. I be shocking myself. I'm like, girl, listen. It is what it is. You all be encouraged. Mama T, don't forget to email me, please. And then I'm going to go and find your email because I know I screenshotted 3 things from you. Okay, dear? So be blessed, and I will talk to y'all later.